Here I've got a sample part to demonstrate some fourth axis strategies in Inventor. What I've done, this is the part, and in Inventor I'm going to demonstrate how to use fourth axis to machine this flat here, pattern it around to here, and the same with this kind of bayonet fitting here. So I'll machine that slot. I'm not going to machine this surface in Inventor because the strategy I'd like to use to do that is a rotary strategy, which is currently only available in Fusion360. So I will go through that separately. Okay, so what I've done, created a separate body within this part, which is going to be my stock. That helps with setting up the cam operations. Okay, we're going to go to the cam tab, go to setup as you normally would. First thing I do is clear the model and then specifically select this model here, because otherwise it might select both of them. Then I'll go back to this tab, so I'll go over to stock first and select from solid, and then I'll be able to go to my model tree here. I should select that solid which I made invisible. And that is now my stock. So it's obviously as if you've done all the turning off first, forward that middle out, turn the outside profile, ready for this wavy surface to be machined onto it. Go back to the cam tab. Now we're going to set up the orientation. So I'll probably select x-axis and z-axis. The z I'm going to put in line with that slot, the x in line with there. So the fourth axis is usually set up on the right hand side, so the x is on the plus, going towards the right. Put that at the front of the job there. So chuck will be here where there's excess stock, and the front of the job will be over on the left. Again, like you normally do, just set the WCS offset to 1, and I'll put it on G54 work offset. Okay. So what we want to do this slot here is, believe it or not, a 2D contour. So use 2D strategy to do some fourth axis machining. 2D contour, select the tool. I've already got one on here, 8mm flat, 10mm slot, so that'll do. I won't bother about feeds and speed, you know, that's the same as every other strategy. Okay, so what we want is the wrapping toolpath option. And then we want to select the contour. You notice that it wants to try and select the surfaces here. It doesn't really know what it's selecting. So what I would do, hold down Alt. If you're holding down Alt, it will select these edges. If I don't hold down Alt, it wants to select the surfaces. Hold down Alt, click the first one, and it will go. Why has it gone red? I don't know. Try that again. 2D contour. Grab that tool. Select the contour. That's better. Holding down Alt. Select it again. And now it's gone into this chain mode. You can let go of Alt now and just keep clicking the edges that you want. And when you're done, click tick and chain them together. You notice now that's gone down below as if it is a 2D contour. When you hit the wrapping toolpath, that should selecting that, and now it wants a cylinder to wrap it to, so select that cylinder there. That's better. That toolpath now is wrapped around that cylinder, and in the 2D strategy it's correctly selected a contour which wraps around the cylinder. And you'll notice now that because I've got a wrapping toolpath around a cylinder, the heights tab is changed slightly. So it actually recognises that it is a radial operation working around the fourth axis. So you should be able to select a new top height as this surface here, and the bottom height, the internal surface there. Give it a little offset, -2, just so it cuts right through. Fourth tab is, it's a case of working through the tabs like you normally would. I would do multiple passes. Roughing pass, multiple depth. Again, I don't really want to go into this too much. Same as every other strategy, as if you are doing 2D pocket or 2D contour. Finish only at final depth, usually step downs. 0.2 finishing pass, that a little slower. Shouldn't really go too much. And then make sure you select keep tool down. And hit OK. That should generate a toolpath which utilises the fourth axis. It does, but it's gone on the outside of it. Easy to fit. Second tab, just change the direction of that arrow. Sort that out. That's better. That's gone on the inside now. One thing to note: this is actually going to plunge into the stock 2D contour. It doesn't recognise the stock. So it's actually going to plunge with the tool on the edge here. What I normally do to get rid of that is in the fifth tab, I just change the lead-in sweep angle to 0 and give it a little bit of lead-in distance, more than half the diameter of the tool. And that should give it a bit of a lead-in. There we go. And we can just simulate that, make sure it's doing what we want it to do. Yep, stock on. And that should be moving along the fourth axis. So it looks as if the tool is moving, but that will, I promise you, that will actually move the part. Obviously the heads do not tilt on the hatches. Right, that's that. So we want to do one on the other side, and that is just pattern. So you can just pattern the toolpath on Inventor Cam. You just hit pattern. You want a circular pattern. You select the axis as that, and you want two of them. You want to keep the original. That's both of them done. So when you post-process that will actually recognize that pattern because of the orientation you've set your WCS there, the work coordinate system here. It will recognize it because you patterned it around this cylinder. It will host it using an A command for that. Okay, so that's the most complicated thing that I'll do in Inventor. The next part are these slots. Now, obviously, my Z is not in the right orientation for those slots. What I'll do is, again, it's a 2D contour, and I will just use that 8mm flat. That's fine. I'll just do a step over. In this second tab, there's an option for tool orientation. So you can select a new Z-axis. Have that as my Z-axis, and I want to put my X-axis in line with that. Okay, so that is basically doing a kind of sub WCS for this one operation. It doesn't change it for the setup, it just changes it for this particular operation. And then it's the same as normal. It's just creating a normal contour. There we go. Smaller. Put something here. Hey, you don't need that many. The height. So at the moment, because it's just I've just reorientated it in a kind of 2D fashion. It doesn't recognise that it's radial and round the fourth axis. All it is just a positional move. So in the G code, you'll get an A call with a number. So it'll just move it to a particular angle and then do the normal 2D strategies as it normally would. But even so, I can just select that surface. It should be tangential to that, and the bottom is going to be on that surface there. And then the height, obviously that was way too many steps. Whatever. That's a little bit better. But probably not going to get that in one thing. Okay. That's great. And actually, you should just drag that into the pattern, and that'll pattern one of those round to the other side. And I can simulate that pattern now, and that works. Lovely. So that is actually about all you'll ever need to know about fourth axis in Inventor. The more complicated stuff, i.e. the surface profiling on the back here, that all happens in Fusion 360. On Fusion 360, if you select at the top here under your name, preferences, you should be able to go bring up an option, preview features at the bottom here, and make sure you've got close to release ready features that will be part of an extension. Make sure that's selected, and it should give you the option for rotary strategy, which is what we would use to do that profiling. Okay, when that is selected, okay, and you should be able to see in manufacturer under multi-axis strategies there should be rotary, which doesn't currently exist on Inventor now. Not that I can see anyway. I may be wrong, but I couldn't find it. Okay, so I've imported the same part in exactly the same way as I did in Inventor. I've just imported it into Fusion 360. So we're already on manufacturer, and we can do a setup exactly the same way as we did before. So I'm not that familiar with Fusion 360, but you should be able to define your stock from a solid and highlight the outer one, and your model as the inner one. There we go. And then the orientation exactly the same way as we did before. Z and X. Z will be that line there, and X already selected that one there, and then you'll have a box point at the front there. Okay, that'll do. Again, work offset 254. That's the setup. At that point, I can turn that body off, so we know what we're looking at, and then we can use multi-axis strategy as rotary. Select a tool. It already had a ball nose, do an 8mm ball nose. That's fine. I won't bother changing any of the feeds and speeds. That's not really part of this tutorial. Okay. Right, rotary axis. Select rotary axis. Like that. I don't know why it didn't select that automatically. I thought it was fairly obvious. And these are the boundaries. So you want to, I only really want a machine, you can drag these things about, I want a machine about there, I say about, but if you want to actually define that properly, you can make a selection, select that edge there, and put an offset of the cutter radius, and do the same for the back, the model back, -4. So that will only machine where the tip of the tool is going to touch this surface. Any further than this boundary or this boundary, and it'll be over half the radius, over half the diameter of the tool. Okay, and fourth tab, we've created stuff over about. We don't want to create too complex toolpath, do a half mil step over, that'll be a fairly rough finish, but we'll just have a look at what that does. Let's simulate. Generating toolpath now. When that gets to 100%, we can right click and hit simulate at the top there. And we'll just see what that does. Okay. Simulate. Make sure stock's on there just to see what happens. Yeah, I think my DCX stock, I've made it around quite slide. I'll just keep going round and round and round until it machines that profile. Okay. That is about all you need to know about the fourth axis. Shame we can't do it both in one program, but you know, maybe Fusion360 does the answer.